opening on a downer here, and I'm sure you already know this, but unfortunately, recently the legend Akira Toriyama passed away at the very young age of 68. The creator of Dr. Slump, Sandland, Dragon Ball, and so many other works. His legacy is legendary, and he influenced so many upcoming artists and existing ones in the industry right now. Many picked up their pencil and made tribute to his characters by making fan art in the past week. I also saw a lot of this nonsense. What is this? 1, 2, 5, 8, 9! There's only 7 Dragon Balls. Why do all of them have 1 star on them? What are we doing? AI is growing at an alarming rate, and even though that Dragon Ball example was pretty bad, they aren't always so easy to spot. You may think that it's not that dire yet, and I guess it's not that dire yet, but the fact that that image I just showed you, the one with 9 Dragon Balls and 2 suns, got 300k likes on Twitter before it got deleted, when there are real human artists sharing shit they made with their own 2 hands, makes me a little mad. So today I just felt like talking about some of my favorite artists and sharing them with you. And also why I think AI art is dumb, but first... Ryosuketarou draws anime characters but in casual situations. They'll usually draw characters that are popular or in the current zeitgeist, like characters from an anime that's currently airing, for example. You can find a lot of Furin and JJK art from them right now. And God, I just love these drawings. I love seeing characters from Battle Shonen go out shopping, sharing a meal, or go camping. And they are always absolutely dripped out. Ryosuketarou has such a loose style. If you zoom into their work, you can see lines crossing over each other and colors bleeding outside their supposed borders. But it doesn't make their art look like it was rushed at all. To me, it just showcases their talent even more. I'm impressed that they're able to go from what looks like just a sketch to color, with no need for tight line work. And it's still looking so beautiful. I just thought of this now, but to cap off every artist before moving on to the next one, I'll show you my favorite piece from them. So here's my favorite piece from Ryosuketarou. Seeing Power, this absolutely goblin of a character, dressed up so cute and pink, is just adorable. I love it. Maid girls on skateboards. I really don't think I need to explain this one very deeply. The poses are so dynamic, and the skill and great deal of patience it must require to illustrate the frills on these maids' dresses while they're skateboarding and doing all these crazy cool moves. It's crazy! Picking a favorite is almost impossible with Shizushiro, but I gotta go with this one. I followed the artist Someone Else 45 for the cute anime girls she draws. But what I grew to appreciate was how each image feels like a glimpse into their world. Hippa, a red-haired scientist, Nahai, a little ditzy but sweet and wholesome, Sakoshi, the flirty outgoing one, and Chaucer, the dude. Someone else draws days in their life of these characters at work, or taking a break from it. Sometimes it's just silly, sexy fun, but in others, we're getting a story of Nahai teaching Hippa how to swim, or Sakoshi and Chaucer's silly work trip and running into anime characters along the way. But my personal favorite is Nahai's cycling journey. From her seeing some inspiration online, to actually cycling up a mountain with her friends encouraging her, to successfully completing the ride. It's just a nice, wholesome series of images. And months later, someone else illustrated this scene of Nahai's room, filled with her interests, including her bike and cycling gear. I just love the if you know details in this one. This art of Rise from Chainsaw Man, though, has gotta be my favorite. So, it should be stated, I'm a man of culture. This is your warning. Skin is about to be shown. Inkuusan draws some of the nicest thighs and bums on the interwebs. They have such a cute and expressive art style, and the way they color their work is just so easy on the eyes. And speaking of easy on the eyes, the way he illustrates the various baddies in said cute and expressive art style makes Inkuusan's work so appealing to me. My favorite work of theirs can also change from day to day, but today, Ippi Kawaki is definitely my favorite. Adorable and unsettling is the best way to describe MME Daigaku's work. These anime girls all have something a little bit off about them. The incorporation of physical materials to warp these pretty ordinary characters take what would be a very simple image to something I can't stop looking at. Even something as simple as using the edge of a canvas to wrap the face around looks so good. There's something about Daigaku's art that makes me feel they made mistakes on purpose. Mistakes with purpose. Destroyed canvases become holes to the other side or a bridge that connects them. It's just really cool. This one's my favorite. There might be a little bias with this one, but not much. If you don't know, I'm a huge Dandadan fan, and Heartbreak Juan just draws some really dope Dandadan art, so of course I like his work. But beyond that, Heartbreak draws some incredibly dynamic poses that just feel so raw. And the colors he uses are just insanely cool, like this cool blue underlight. See how it reflects this off of Tifa's hair? It's just, oh, it's great. He also does some funny crossover stuff too, like the Dandadan family in the backrooms, which is absolutely something that could easily happen. Or this JJK x Dandadan x Chainsaw Man crossover he did recently. I'm not trying to gloss over the fact that this is a funny shit post, but it's also a really well done funny shit post. I appreciate the effort put into taking the funny idea even further. Like this one of Denji kickflipping over Makima's corpse, because good, she honestly deserves worse. This one has got to be my favorite piece from him though. Itokazuuu draws iconic moments and fights from anime from incredible angles and perspectives. You've seen that fight between Naruto and Sasuke 100 times, but not from this angle. Gon versus Hisoka? Not like this. It's cool because I know the exact moment this picture is referencing, but seeing it from this perspective gives it such a unique new life. Here's another Hunter x Hunter battle, this time Gon and Geto. This shot is dynamic, it's incredible, but how about we check it out from a different view? This one lets us see what Geto's spinning tops see, which of course, they don't have eyes, a perspective that shouldn't exist. Even the more laid-back illustrations are approached like this, like, why am I an ant? Is this what it feels like to be a strand of Deidara's hair? Or inside of Sasuke's high collar shirt? Like, why are we in here? Itokazuuu always takes the point of view to somewhere that no one would think of, or if they did, they'd just say this is way too hard to draw. Itokazuuu, however, just laughs at that thought and draws this cool shit. This one is my fave. These artists are incredible, and so are the countless artists picking up pencils for the first time today. Okay, do you guys know the guy Kotobuki Shiro? So there's this game, Rumble Roses, right? It's a PS2 wrestling fighting game featuring some cute ladies. Pretty great designs, right? One of the talented character designers on the project was a man named Kotobuki Shiro, an artist paralyzed from the head down. He drew everything he drew with his mouth. And get this, he wasn't even an artist before he became a paraplegic. His art journey started after. His process was long, but I mean, look at this shit, it's beautiful. If you have fun using AI to make stuff, I'm not trying to take away that enjoyment. But whenever I hear some people comment that AI is the future of art, I get depressed. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, stopping anyone from making art. Alright, here's a hypothetical situation. Kotobuki Shiro is alive today. AI tools exist. Would AI make Kotobuki's process easier? Of course, sure. That's all it would have done. His art would not be the same, look or feel the same. It's never about the end result. Sure, artists get great joy from seeing the fruit of their labor on display, but don't you think it speaks more that Kotobuki chose to create art after his accident? His process wasn't easy, as I said, but he was making something, creating something with his own mouth. I think most artists are doing art for more than just the satisfaction of a pretty picture. Have fun with your AI, but never make the mistake of calling what they churn out art. And never make the mistake of calling those who use it artists.